What a jump. I've been watching Elizabeth Taylor today. I'm practicing her line. I don't know why. I just think it's funny. Her and Betty Davis. And in their movies, we see what a jump. So I said this, and one of my sons was like, be thankful you have a place to live. And I'm like, no, I'm just like practicing a line from a movie. I just do this. I do this with Rocky. I used to play that with my husband too. So listen, basically, oh, I think I have a hair out of place. A couple hairs out of place. Someone told me to comb my hair. Isn't that nice? That's what they said. Standard of perfection, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, let me take a piece out. Let's try that. Okay, let's do that. So anyways, what was I going to say? So I am going to be talking about Miss Magazine. I grew up with some of this, didn't realize the history of it, and the first magazine cover was about abortion, which is disgusting. What did Miss Magazine give us, right? Gave us 60 million dead babies, basically. I'm not saying all of the feminist movement was bad. Women could not, drive cars in commercials, or they would devalue the car back in the day. There was a lot of things that were not right. But definite abortion is murder and does not help us. So I just have a video posted if you want to see it in my community about 4 months ago with Gloria Steinem. I've just read part of her book of traveling and being an activist for women. And people are saying, who's going to stand up nowadays with the abortion stuff, right? So we want to end abortion, all right? It's not a woman's right to have an abortion. It's not her right to kill her baby. Where do we get this garbage, right? So yesterday, I want to share, I was watching a video about a mom and a daughter, and this mom had her baby as a teen, which I was a teen mother, but I didn't get to really acknowledge that because I had been brought to a clinic for an abortion. And so this teen mother and her daughter, who they are very close in age, obviously, as a mother-daughter. My mother and I are about 20 years apart. So she had me at 19, 20, so we're close, 20 years apart. So you see this mother-daughter, and you just see how healthy their relationship is. They're on the bed, the mother's telling her about how she had her at 14 and said, so at your age now, I had you at 14. She had a pretty good labor, because that's something that I had wondered at 16, how the labor would have gone. It wasn't that painful compared to what other women have had, and that's at a young age. So she's talking to her daughter about how she got pregnant. She was taught, don't touch a boy. Do not touch a boy. Don't kiss a boy. Don't touch a boy. And I had the same kind of thing, very strict up to a certain point. Do not kiss a boy. A boy kissed me and I was in big trouble. Things like that. So this girl was only in 8th grade. And I was thinking about my 8th grade dating days and how, things were then. But I'll share that for another time. So anyways, very healthy mother-daughter relationship, and this girl had her when she was 14, and they have such a good bond. So that's what you want. You want a healthy mother-daughter relationship, and she was so nurturing with her daughter. And the girls that I bring to church bring this out in me. Obviously today I did not get to bring them to church because of vehicle issues, and I watch movies today and I've been studying, but the girls and I, we talk, and yesterday their dad called me and said, the girls want to know if you're okay. They want to know because it snowed if you're okay. I'm like, aw, that's so sweet, they're so cute. And they are very nurturing little girls. He's done a great job with them. So they love me, and they just always want to be with me. And I had said we'll probably go roller skating this weekend, but my vehicle broke down. So that was a bummer, and my neighbor gave me roller skates, and he wants me to check out what I think of those roller skates. So the magazine Miss is so opposite of that healthy bond. You should be able to have a healthy bond with other women. If not from your mother, it should be your grandmother, it should be your aunt, it should be other women as you're growing up. My mother and her mother had issues, so a lot of times when my grandmother was dealing with me, it was really a power struggle with my mother, so the nurturing wasn't there as much. My grandmother in the country, she had taken a liking more to my brother for some reason. She didn't invest a lot in me. I don't know why. She had her issues with her daughters and a baby out of wedlock, so she was taking care of that baby as a grandmother, taking care of my aunt's baby, who was back then having a baby out of wedlock. She took care of Mikey. So yeah, that wasn't really nurtured. But I did have an Aunt Kim who really was a nurturing relationship with me, who was only like 10 or 10 years older than me. So beautiful aunt who could have been a model. I mean, she reminds me of Blondie a little bit. And so you always want women around you who will nurture you. And then as I got older, I had other women who were mentors to me, more godly examples, more than the worldly kind of example that I had in Miss magazine, etc. And, you know, obviously Wonder Woman, Farrah Fawcett, Christy Brinkley, these are where I got my role models from the TV. And they were good to a point. So we want to get in there with girls, and we want the mother-daughter relationship to be healthy. And if we can get that down, abortions are going to end. We want the mother-daughter relationship to be one that is very open, communication, healthy, and other women around girls to help them grow into a softness and being feminine, rather than being kind of a hard-hearted kind of, you know, growing up in that way. So that's what we're looking at. And I am, like I said, in the pro-life movement, and I want to get to the root of it. I don't want to see girls going through the Band-Aid. Let's just do an abortion. Let's just solve the problem real easy, because it doesn't.